Hello, crafts and curls. Here I am with my goggles, ready for wash day. We're going to speed this up because my wash day lasts quite a long time. And I wish I could hyper speed through this on wash day, but I can't. I need to tell you about this hair catcher that I have. It's amazing. I'm going to put a link for you down in the description because you need it. So, my wash day starts with saturation. This is the absolute most important step in your wash day, especially for a wash and go style, but I think for any style. Saturating your hair sets your hair up for success. It sets your style up for success. It allows you to remove previous product buildup, massage your scalp, and just prepare your hair to be bare so that it can accept everything that you're putting on it. So after the saturation, I go in for a finger detangle because the properties of my hair are high elasticity. That means I have lots of shrinkage. That means at the end of my deep S pattern textured hair, I have coils. I have coils that shrink up. So in my finger detangle, I go in vertical sections all the way through my hair, starting from one end to the other, so that I can finger detangle. I use the weight of the water to help weigh my curls down so that they can be elongated and so that I can stretch them and make sure that I get rid of that shed hair and also make sure that I'm getting rid of that product while also detangling my hair. Water, water, water. Water is your best friend on wash day. I can really tell when my hair is hydrated because it feels heavy. Now we can go in with the shampoo. Once you really have your hair saturated and hydrated and you've removed that product buildup, it is ready to receive all that you have to offer. And the first thing that we're offering is a mild clarifying shampoo by CurlMix. When your hair is fully saturated before you even shampoo, you should see your texture. You should see the texture of your hair, the curls in your hair. And you should also see the texture of your hair when you shampoo. You can see my crimps and crinkles and curls while I am shampooing my hair. And when I do shampoo, I use the pads of my finger to massage my scalp and further take off any old product. Shampoo is for your scalp. So I'm massaging my scalp and I'm removing that old product buildup, but I'm also using the shampoo to help with finger detangling. Every step in my process is working towards detangle, towards an easier detangling session. And I can say that I have found that when using CurlMix, the more that I use it, the easier my detangle sessions are. That's awesome. I'm excited about that. So I got a really, really good lather on the first shampoo, and that tells me I got a lot of the product off. So we are starting bare, and we are being set up for success, for a successful style. So you definitely want to make sure to get all of that shampoo off there. So I'm rinsing it really, really, really good before we go into the conditioning. So when I first put conditioner on my hair, I am adding the conditioner just so that I can section my hair. This conditioner gives my hair slip This strawberry hibiscus deep conditioner from CurlMix gives me amazing slip. So I'm able to add conditioner, add more water, and section my hair, prepping it for detangle. Since I'm using these goggles to keep the water out of my eye, I have a pre-parted section in the back of my hair, which helps me to get my sections together. So I section my hair from ear to ear so that I have a section in the front as well as a section in the back. And then I work my hair in rows when I am creating my wash and go style. I love to use these clips because it helps to keep my sections separated, and it also keeps my hair weighed down to keep my curls stretched so they won't shrink up on me too much while styling. So now I'm of course adding more water. At every step I add more water. So I'm adding more water so that I can go in to make subsections into these sections and detangle each subsection and twist it up. Because when you twist your hair while you're doing the wash and go, twisting encourages your curls. It encourages your curls to clump together. We want clumpy curls. So I'm going through each section and making subsections and detangling and twisting. Now we're at the end. Love that hyper speed. So this is how much shed hair I have from my detangling section, my detangling session. And I usually try to get my hair inside the circle on the product bottle. We're not there yet. It's still a goal we are shooting for. And so along with the shampoo, you definitely want to make sure to get the conditioner out really, really good. I mean, really, really good. And I do rinse my hair in twists because I can still get the conditioner out really good. And I also want to keep it twisted so that I can encourage the curls and the clumping for my style. Besides, if I were to take my twist out, it would not be good for me. My hair would be all over the place and it would be very hard to work with. That's what the twists are for. It gives me more control over creating my style. So now I'm pinning my hair up. I like to pin the sections up out of the way so that I can work one section at a time. And I like to pin them up and have the end of my hair on the inside so that as the water is dripping, it's staying inside my hair and not dripping down my face. When I'm styling my hair, I start in the back because my hair shrinks. I have high elasticity in my hair. As long as my hair is wet, it is shrinking. So when I start the style, I usually start in the back because I don't mind the back shorter than the front because I don't want a mullet. Ain't nobody got time for a mullet. I don't want the front of my hair being shorter than the back. So when I'm using color, the color wax from CurlMix, I use a hair cup. I know it sounds crazy. I use a hair cup so that I am not spraying my hair with the shower handle and I'm not misting my hair with the water bottle. I can just dunk my hair inside the cup so that the color, Pretty Penny is what we're using, so that the color doesn't run down my face, my neck, my back, and everywhere. Isn't that a pretty color? This is Pretty Penny. Now here's the application. Once again, starting in the back because that is where we shrink up first. So in the application process for color wax, I dip my hair and dunk it in the water to get it saturated. Every single step needs water. And then I do squeeze out the excess because once again, I don't want the color running down my back. So I grab a clump of color wax and rub it in my hands to make sure that it's smooth. And after I rub it in my hands, I then apply it to the section. So first we apply it all over the section with the praying hands method, and then I squeeze the clump of hair, the section of hair together to help distribute the color throughout my hair. And we are rubbing it through really good just to make sure that the color gets distributed through the entire section. We're raking it through. I'm using my fingers to rake the color wax through my hair as well. So there's rubbing, there's raking, there's going to be some shaking, and there's going to be some shingling. Rub, rake, shake, and shingle is my motto when I'm doing my hair. And I'll have a t-shirt link for you in the description on that as well. So I can see my curls forming. I'm going to create a smaller section so that I can rub it in a bit better. There's the shake. There's the shingle. There's the rub. And there's the shingle. When you shingle your hair, that means you are separating your hair into clumps. It's like several strands of hair together makes a curl, makes a clump of curls. And this color wax, I'm going to show you up closer, it gives great definition, absolutely great definition. Let's go to the next section. So section by section, I am taking each twist down, and like I said, twisting encourages curls, so my hair is curling up just by being twisted. It encourages your hair to clump together. And so I've dunked it in the warm water, using hot water as warm as I can stand, just to get the hair saturated and hydrated. And then getting another dollop of color wax, and I'm rubbing that together in my hands really good just to make sure that it's smooth. Because if it's clumpy in your hands, it's going to be clumpy in your hair. So we want to make it as smooth as possible on our hands so that it goes on as smooth as possible in our hair. And squeezing it together just to help distribute it throughout my hair. And you can hear it squishing. That means it's hydrated and it's nice and wet. So I'm rubbing it and now I'm raking it. And if there's any shed hair, you can add it to your hair catcher. I'm going to separate this into another subsection so that I can have more control over the color application and encourage those curls to form and shingle those curls so that I can have individual curls. It is important to shingle your hair and separate your curls during styling so that when you fluff your hair each day after you style, as you're separating your hair, you won't have as much frizz because you've already separated your curls. Take a closer look at those curls. My hair texture, I have deep S patterns, and in the back of my hair, I have high elasticity. So those deep S patterns will eventually be coils, also known as slinkies. I have slinkies in the back of my hair. if you think about a slinky, it is just a big coil. If you think about the spring inside of an ink pen, it is a small coil. My curls are in between that slinky and that ink pen spring. So as slinkies are stretched out, they are just large S, deep S patterns. So do you have slinkies in your hair? Comment below and let me know if you have slinkies in your hair. Comment the word slinkies if your hair coils up, if you have high elasticity in your hair. I'm curious to know. I'm also curious to know if you know the properties of your hair, if you know the steps of your hair. Yes, the steps. Not the steps, but the steps. That is DSTEPS, the steps. That's your hair properties. D is for density, S is for structure, T is for texture, E is for elasticity, P is for porosity, and the S is for scalp moisture. When you know the steps of your hair, you can make better choices about what's good for your hair. My hair is low porosity. It is high density. I have fine strands, high elasticity, and normal scalp moisture. Since my hair is low porosity, my saturation process is very important so that I can remove all of the old product buildups so that I can have fair hair and set my style up for success. Because low porosity hair means it takes a long time for your hair to hold on to water or to retain the water. If you have product on top of your hair, it's not going to easily retain water. And if it's not easily retaining water, then it's not going to retain the products that you add on your hair either. So it's best to set your hair up for success. Which is why this color wax is adhering to my hair very nicely. Check out those curls. So let's go to another section. Pulling down another twist here. And the process is to untwist each section. And to add water, I add water by using my hair cup. I don't want to use the shower head because that's too much water, or the misting bottle because I don't want the color wax dripping down my neck. So I just use the cup and then squeeze out the excess. And I still have curls. So taking a dollop of color wax again, I'm going to rub it into my hands and make sure that I get all that shed hair out of there. And then rub it into my hands until it's very smooth. Once it's smooth on my hands, I get all that shed hair. Once it's smooth on my hands, then it will go on smooth in my hair. I'm going to separate that into subsections so that I can rub it in a little bit better. I really want to rub this in so that it is adhering to my hair and so that I don't have product buildup. I don't want clumps of wax in my hair. And then I also want to separate my curls because I don't want my hair to be velcroed together. I don't want a clump of curls together. I want individual curls so that my hair can have movement. Look at those curls forming. So you did see the entire process on this color wax application. I cleansed my hair with the CurlMix 4-step system. Step 1, I conditioned my hair with the CurlMix deep conditioner, and then we went straight into styling with the color wax. So the color wax substitutes step 3 and 4 from the 4-step system. If you want to add step 3, the moisturizer, before adding the color wax, that is your choice. That is your option. You can see how your hair handles that and how your hair reacts to that. My choice is to omit step 3 because the styler, the color wax itself, is very moisturizing for my hair. On day 5 hair, my hair still feels very soft. Adding a little bit more color to fill in the gaps here and making sure to rub that in and making subsections so that I can have more control over rubbing it in and over raking it to make sure that I have detangled my hair as well. And to make sure that I keep my hair stretched. Now I'm at the top of my hair. I'm at the last section. Look at all these curls. I'm so excited that this is the last section. Yay! Still the same process. I'm dunking that section of hair in the hair cup. You can see it is almost the same color of my pretty penny that cup is. And I'm squeezing out the excess water before getting a dollop of color wax. Rubbing it in very smooth on my hands so that I can apply it smooth in my hair. Yes, this is a messy job, but it has great results. The cleanup for the Living color wax, I must say, is very easy. Um, it cleaned up very easy off of my hands, off of my shower wall, off of my face. My face looks sun-kissed. It looks like I've been out in the sun. My hands and my shoulders look like they've been out in the sun as well. But the cleanup for the color wax is very, very easy. Even when fluffing your hair each day, you can easily use soap and water. I use a Neutrogena soap or face bar to get the color wax off of my hands after I've fluffed my hair each day, and it comes off with no problem at all. And so here I'm just rubbing the product in, making sure that it is well distributed and there's no product buildup. And I am shingling my hair just to separate my curls so that I don't have to separate them during styling every day. I don't want my hair to be velcroed together. And there you have it. Pretty penny color wax. It looks amazing and my curls look amazing. I have a mirror in the shower. I highly suggest you get a mirror in your shower as well so that you can see what's going on. Stretching those curls out a little bit in the back from all that shrinkage. And this is elongated hair because it's still wet. When it sets fully, it will shrink some more. But I must say, with the color wax, I still have more elongation than I do with the regular flaxseed gel. So I love it. I'll also share a referral code for you if you want to try it. Thanks for watching.